Hello and welcome to today's after church tea time. We are so excited to have you here today. I'm here with Paco, and we're here to discuss the sermon Embrace Virtue and Rise in Love by Madhu Mishra. So, this is a lovely service. What are your thoughts, Paco? Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, happy to be here with you and speaking about this beautiful sermon from Madhu, where he was sharing that this situation with love and fear is going on for quite some time on Earth right now, and he was sharing from some ascended masters who went through challenges on their journey, on their ascension journey, and how they never gave up being with God and believing in God and being in peace and going through their challenges with God and always staying true to their relationship with God. That's what I love most. That doesn't matter which challenge you are going through, staying with God is what brings you closer even to God, and also you feel more loved and more safety. Even challenge mostly feels unsafe, but as you go through it, you will realize that true safety comes being with God. And I love that he was explaining it through examples of an Indian guru, I think. I don't remember the name, and Jesus and Muhammad. And yeah, it was very beautiful how he explained that they all had challenges because the people on earth not were giving them a hard time being with love and truth. And I love this message very much, that it's what brings you closer to your desire, closer to God, even closer to your twin flame.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like it's always the choice, right? Like to be with God or to be with fear. And I know that's what Jeff and Shaleia always share is moving out of fear and into love, out of fear and into love. And um, yeah, I feel like that's, oh gosh, these ascended masters who've been able to like be betrayed by their family, like Shiva was, and um, the persecution that Mohammed went through, that Mishra had shared, that they really tried to keep them from shining and keep them from being with God. But in truth, no one can really keep you from your good, from the love within that you can feel. Um, and I'm still really healing my relationship with God, but I feel like, um, something that I've been working through is like, okay, well, if God is really everywhere, then like God is really everywhere, and just like accepting that and then allowing myself to feel the truth in that. And as I do, I'm able to feel the fear come up within my own consciousness and to release that instead of holding on to it out of fear, like holding on to fear because you're fearful. So that's something that I've really been working on is my presence and staying really present with myself and present with God. Um, and that awakening happens when you're, choosing to go back into peace, no matter what your twin flame is showing you, no matter what life is showing you, your family, whatever's life is showing you, and is just really being with that peace and surrendering to the love that you are. So that I thought that was really powerful. What these
Yeah,
ascended masters showed us.
it's beautiful. Also, similar to what Jeff and Julia shared in today's live class. Jeff was speaking about just sitting with the feeling, with the uncomfortable feeling. And I feel this is all what these masters did. They just sat with it. It's not that they did not experience fear or an uncomfortable feeling when they were going through the challenge, but they were just sitting with it, like you shared, and allowing it to come to the surface and to let go of it by doing so, so that you can come back to this state of peace. And it reminds me something I'm practicing, being resilient, and really getting clear what resilience means and why is it so important on your ascension journey and on your in your relationship with God. And I made a e-course about it, and it was very helpful to realize that resilience means that you come back always to your natural state of being where you are with God and in peace. And the more resilient you are, the faster you come back to this, like a sponge. Um, um, when you push a sponge, then it's shrinkle, and when you let go, then it's back in its normal state. And when you are resilient, then you come back into your um, normal state of being where you are with God and in love and in peace. Hopefully, that this
Yeah,
is your
I
normal
love
state of
that.
being. Yeah, and you can really work on that. You can really work on that, being resilient and coming back to this place of peace again, not by ignoring the bad feeling, not by pushing it away, but by really feeling it, allowing yourself to sit with it, like Jeff shared today. And this way, you increase in truth all the love you can hold, all the peace you can hold. And from this place, you ascend. And this is what these masters mastered with their challenges. Even they felt very scary, I can imagine.
Yeah, I've been reflecting on a lot of my own challenges and um just really trying to have some peace with everything I've experienced in life because I feel like every challenge is like it's an opportunity to either grow or to like accept the misery or accept the suffering or accept the fear. So um I think as a child, I was very much like a sponge and I integrated like everything that I just held on to a lot of ego, a lot of fear, a lot of just integrated patterns, and I like stuffed it all down. um, just not knowing, right? Like how to heal, not knowing how to be with peace, not knowing how to really find my inner joy and my happiness within. And and so I think like those challenges that we face, they shape and mold us for whatever it is that we're really supposed to have with our life purpose and our life's design. And like really coming to an acceptance of that, like I think when you are facing some resistance in your life, like that resistance is there for you to really choose. Like you really get to choose whether you're gonna stay in that vibration of powerlessness or being limited or being betrayed, or you can say, oh gosh, is this really what I'm choosing? Or like there are days where it's just really light where I'll be, oh gosh, I'll leave without breakfast. And then someone will cut me off in traffic. I'm like, where am I cutting myself? Oh, right. I didn't have breakfast today. Like normally I always have breakfast. I got cut off because I was. And so I think as I get closer to God, I'm recognizing the messages of like, oh, do you really want to do that to yourself? Is that really a kind way um to just go work and go, without actually like finding a sustainable way to live and to love and to find harmony within. Um, so we're always, whether it's just something as simple as taking care of myself, or if it's as, challenging as like betrayal or punishment, we always have an opportunity to make a change. And feel like I don't always like what God shows me, but um, but but it's always an opportunity to reset and realign and also to not let the fear of what I'm being shown keep me from the peace that is possible. Yeah. So
Yeah, this cool Shaleia shared in today's live class that she's now, wow, kind of she became to the state of being that she's happy that she found something new that feels uncomfortable because then she can bring their peace and she can grow and hold more love and more peace. And I feel this is a very beautiful state of being that resilient when you kind of this uncomfortable feeling, this fear or whatever, or this challenge comes in your reality comes to the surface and you immediately realize, wow, I can now increase the love I can hold in my life, the peace I can hold in my life. And this is admire very much about Jeff and Shalia to be resilient on their ascension journey, what they share and teach us in the teachings of union, because it's such a loving way. It's such a loving way of approaching your own life with so much compassion and with this divine truth, like you shared. Sometimes you don't like what is God showing you, but it's
right.
there anyway. It's
Yep.
making your life hard and heavy, and you cannot receive everything you desire. Your life purpose, like you shared, or your perfect partner, your twin flame, or maybe just more love in your family with your children or with friends.
Yeah,
That's why
no,
it's so
I
cool.
yeah, I love that. I think of this. I have a friend who's a coach. Anyway, she talks about like your bandwidth is like how much water you can hold in your cup, and that bandwidth being like, I think of it as like, how much love you can hold and how much peace. And I remember a few years ago, I'm just working through upsets, and I just remember feeling like I'm in the middle of a river, right? Like, but it's, this huge, huge river that I can barely get across. I'm in the middle of the river and just like, gosh, I have all of these upsets. Everybody's talking about all this peace, and I've no idea what they're talking about. I'm just like, when you're like in it and doing the work. And at the time too, I was having a lot of pain surface. Like everything I suppressed as a child was literally like suppressed in my back. And so as I've been doing my inner work, I've had a lot of chronic pain. And I like literally just healed my chronic pain like just a
Oh,
few
cool.
like within like a month, and I'm still kind of getting used to like walking without pain and dancing and
Congratulations.
teaching with thank you, yeah, and teaching without pain and going to bed and like recovered in the morning. Like it's like a whole new world. But for a while there I thought like there would be like no end, and it actually got really bad over the summer. It got much worse before it got better.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh,
Cool.
oh my gosh, I can't go backwards. I can't go backwards. I was like, okay, I've got to heal this. And
I
so
see.
like the pain getting worse actually made me claim like the end of my suffering, like harder. I was like,
Just
oh, no
more.
way. I'm not going backwards. Um, and so I did a map session, and that like cleared it. And I'd done map before, but it's like
Beautiful.
all the work that I had done was like it cleared. It was amazing. And so when you're in the middle of the river, when you're in the middle of your pain, just know like it will get better. And the peace that I didn't understand, like I've gotten more and more peaceful over like the last probably year and a half. And it does get better. But I just remember early on in the journey, like not knowing. I'm like, what is everybody talking about? You know? So yeah, I just wanted to encourage people because sometimes life does throw challenges and it seems like impossible sort of, But there is an end to the pain. There is an end, but it is like choosing to like end it and to choosing to go. Like even this morning, I was like, had a little like stuff coming up because now I'm more present with myself. And so, because I'm more present, I'm having a lot of sadness come up. But instead of suppressing it, I'm like feeling it through and just like allowing it to release. And then I go back into peace. So, um, I think it's just a real practice in terms of like learning how to do that. Um, and I think it's beautiful that our Ascended Masters were there to kind of show us the way, and that Jeff and Shaleia are here to like help us ground this in today's world. Um, because um, yeah, I feel like there's something that unionism has that it just has like the next piece, right? Like all of those ascended masters, the truth is always there and real. But I feel like Jeff and Shalia share like this next piece, which is just so juicy and beautiful.
Yeah, so that everyone, like you shared, can realize you can transcend your life or your misery with love, and you can do that with your perfect partner. You can do that with your twin flame, and you can feel this bliss and this joy that comes in your life as you go through the challenges. Like you shared it very beautiful, that you will come to the end when you never give up. And like you shared, I found it really cool where you shared that it became worse and you were like, I don't want to go back, and you just claimed it more. You
Hmm.
claimed it just
Yeah.
more to go through this darkness and to come out of it at the other end, and there is light, and like you say, you don't have pain anymore that was stuck in your body.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And I feel
Yeah.
this is the message from all these masters, and the message from Madhu is that as you choose to keep going, and as you choose to do what is in front of you, as also Jeff and Julia share, you will be together with your twin flame. There is no other way than being with your twin flame, because your twin flame has then room, because all these heavy feelings and uncomfortable feelings are gone, and your twin flame is then with you. This is how I experienced it. My twin
That's
flame
beautiful.
was there. Just I, at this point, like you said, I just was letting go and moving through my uncomfortable feelings, receiving the support, also going through MAP, healing my traumas. And there she just was, my twin flame. And we
Yeah.
came together very natural, as we just healed what was in front of us, like you said, and we claimed it. The further, the less I knew who is my twin flame, the more I claimed my true twin flame, and the easier it was for me to keep going. Because whenever I fell through it, like these masters, whenever they moved through their challenge, they felt closer to God. And I just felt closer to God and naturally to my twin flame. Beautiful sermon from Madhu. It was a
Yeah.
wonderful message.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. I was wondering, I was even had that question about what was that experience for you and coming into union. So thank you for sharing that. That was lovely. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, and a beautiful sermon from Madhu. It was wonderful. And yeah,
I
I
came into
oh,
my I met my twin flame the moment I chose to really commit to my inner healing in truth. There she was already, even I did not know she is my twin flame. So your twin flame
wow.
can be in your orbit without you knowing,
Yeah.
just as you heal. This is the beautiful thing, that God is always with you, like Madhu also shared. God was always with these masters and helped them to move through the challenge, that they can bring what they are here. Like Jesus' message was beautiful. He never left, and he always felt God is with me. no matter what people tried to accuse him or
Yeah.
told him. He never was listening to the voice of ego. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, well, and something that I think that I'm always reminded of is that like ego throws a fit right before it like releases sort of thing, which I experienced in my healing. And then also, like I'm really learning to set boundaries with ego, learning to set and just to really choose love and surrender to it. And I'm still kind of playing around with it, of course, because I feel like I'm always sort of just a little bit upset. But I'm definitely working through and moving through my upsets, which feels really good. And so that I know that I'm healing because that's what I'm choosing. Um, and then I think too, like, you never know what you're going to be healing through because that's what the awakening is like you're awakening to the truth of love within yourself. And so you don't like if you had have asked me, early on in the journey, like, what do you think you're going to heal? There's no way I could have anticipated um, the growth and the awakening that's happened in the last several years. So yeah, it's definitely a journey and yeah, so but
I remember now, I don't know if Drake said it in the intro or of Madhu. Also, Jesus' message was that now I feel Madhu. I feel I remember Madhu said it. Jesus' message was to bring love and that we live our true selves. Our true
mm,
selves is that we are the divine children of God and everyone can be in peace and everyone can be with God because that was Jesus brought. This is God is forgiving, God is loving, God is compassion, and Jeff and Shaleia bring that everyone can be with their twin flame. Doesn't matter how wonky it looks on the outside, you can be in peace. You can have your relationship with God, and naturally, you have your relationship with your twin flame, and you can have a very beautiful life centered in God and create kind of your heaven on earth because your heaven is then where your twin flame is, your one true love. And so you can ascend here on earth in a very powerful way. I feel with the mirror exercise and the teachings of your name. It's so open. It's everyone can try that out in their life. If you're watching, and this is maybe new for you, you can try that out. But the mirror exercise, the teachings of Yunin, it will help you to go through the challenge you are in right now so that you can experience peace also in your love life, in all areas of your life.
no, I love that. I remember in Sedona, I remember Jeff sharing that, union is for you too. And he shared that with all of us who
Uh,
were there. And that really stood out for me is that, oh, that's right, I can claim it. Union is for me too. So I think part of it is really just claiming it and then just allowing your journey to unfold and not attaching to like what it looks like, but just really tuning into how you feel, because how you feel is always going to navigate the next place. And I know for me, being more present, my feelings like they surface more easily, and I'm able to move through them a lot more. A lot more effortlessly because I'm not stuffing them down anymore and like having this positive mindset to just push through life with. But I'm actually being present and loving with myself, and I'm learning to release the pressure. And the pressure sometimes feels a little bit like that punishment energy. So even the allowing that expansive energy to be with you, right? And just allowing it helps you to really expand into more love because you're embodying the patience, the compassion, the forgiveness, that is love, that is, bringing light to the places of, and so what I love is that the teachings of union can bring, the teachings of Jesus, the teachings of Muhammad, the teachings of Shiva, like they're all one, right? And I think this is something that, we think of religion and spirituality as this like separate thing, but really it's all one. And we get a chance to really embody like all of these incredible teachings. And just having love and respect for, because I think even in the open forum, sometimes I'll see people like, oh, my twin flame is Muslim and I'm a different religion or Christian, and like, how do we navigate this? Well, if you look at the core, right, if you look at the core values in them, right, there's like it's really just love. So, you know, um, so.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Great. Well, this is feeling complete. Do you have anything else you'd like to share, Paco?
No, feels complete for me too. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you all for watching. If you're feeling called, yeah, you can head over to unionism.org and share a tithing so we can continue to share this message with the world. And lots of resources to learn here at Twin Flames Universe and the Church of Union. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a beautiful week ahead. Bye bye now.